It's the Texans and the Bills on Sunday night.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of HIGHMARK Stadium in Orchard Park. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field like Tirico, Greg Olson. A bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Texans first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
On the option, they give it to Mixon. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Matt Milano there to stop him. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Second down and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. To throw is Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. Good blocking, and he's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. He'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. Here's Allen to throw. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen will throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll try to run for it.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Braxton Berrios, deep to return. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. He took it in himself for a touchdown on the opening drive, as that leads us to take a look at the NFL leaders in quarterback rushing touchdowns. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks, but a solid pickup on that first down play. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now, Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bills offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Moore going in motion. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Allen to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. First down, Buffalo.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline, it really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Moore going in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. He's got it at the 3. And the Bills are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. Here's Cook. And he will fight his way to the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Bills. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Second and a yard. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Allen to throw. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Allen. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now the give to Cook, running right. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out, and he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. In motion, Shakir. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. Not much there, maybe a yard. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down for Houston. To throw is Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Stroud. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield.
And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Allen will throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. 3rd and 5. Moore going in motion. Allen on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Pass caught, it's John Mechie. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Look wide, get this one complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now, Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He completes this one to Mechie. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Houston. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Moore going in motion. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Moore going in motion. Throwing again. It's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen going to throw again. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Allen to the air. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that 1st half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And as we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. On 2nd down, here is Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And just when you think you're going to force a 3-and-out, this quarterback is able to escape, gets loose downfield, and he's able to pick up a huge 1st down.
A run out of the gun with Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. On 2nd down, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one caught by Mechie. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one. Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On the handoff, it's Mixon. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll go play action with Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down. We're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's a first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Danielle Hunter with the stop. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. They're all set to punt this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end, Schultz. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down. Now Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Holding offense.
That's on the veteran, Trent Brown. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. That's on the veteran, Shaq Mason. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. There's that man again, another catch.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
That's going to be caught by Kincaid. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Moore going in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
This isn't going to work out much better either. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage this time. No gain, tough sequence, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, make it nowhere to go. He is taken down. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Slot receiver headed right. Here's Mixon. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Allen working from the pistol. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
So while everybody in the stadium's dogging the coordinator, let me just take you into his mindset for a quick second here, Mike. The idea is you don't want to wait till third down in a goal-to-go situation to attempt to pass. So if you're going to do it, it's got to come on either first or second. They decide to go for a pass on second, and this time it backfires, and they end up taking a sack for a loss.
And the defense rallies to the ball, brings them down at the 5. It's fourth down. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That is caught at the 3. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. On second down, Stroud. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Here's 2nd and 6. Allen will throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Allen to throw. That's taken in by Shakir. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. That one on target to Moore. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast.
And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past as they'll try to get this one to the finish line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw, and that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Looking middle, he's got it complete to Cole. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. In motion, Shakir. Allen going to throw again. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Throwing again. It's Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. He's to midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to an E. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson, and our terrific team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.